All right, well, welcome back to another episode of Life Wide Open Podcast. CJ, if you're not careful, I will take that trail mix from you. Just all I'm saying is if you're not careful.
This is my last handful.
I'm
I'm just working on it.
I'm hearing him chew.
Sorry.
He's just getting a snack in before we get rolling here.
All right, so what's the plan today? We're doing something a little bit different.
Yeah, we got a good one for you guys today. We have a bunch of clips compiled, and we're going to react to a bunch of some of our not so old YouTube videos and some of our actually very old YouTube videos. We always say it's a little embarrassing going back and watching some of our old ones.
It is.
Dude, it's very embarrassing going back. I feel like anyone can agree with this. You look back at something that you did a year ago, let alone 5 years ago, and you're like, what the was I thinking? Or what was I doing? And
We were pretty cringe back then, too.
I guess we were young. I was would have been, what, 16, 17? You guys were all 18, 20.
Pretty much teens.
Yeah. So, I mean...
It
is kind of what it is, but dude, I don't even watch the videos that we posted last week.
I know.
After I edit it and watch it like 3 times that night, I won't watch it again.
Same.
Sometimes when you go back, though, like it took me like 2 seconds of every video I scrubbed to start laughing. Like there was so much just like
Cringe,
watching it. Things
No.
were so different,
like
dude.
funny, like certain things that happen too, and you
like,
watch it
what?
back and you're just like, oh, I forgot about that.
Dude, there was bits where Ken was like vlogging. He had the camera turned around. I was like, damn, I haven't seen that in years.
When I was watching some of them, there's so many things that we did before that we wouldn't do now that are hilarious, but they wouldn't even be that funny if we did them now. But like just such random things where like not much of a storyline because we were just building our characters or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I think that's the progression of any creator. You know, they can agree with that, where it's just like you're never like that proud of what you did a while ago. And I guess if you are, you're probably doing something
Then
wrong.
you're not progressing.
Yeah, you're not progressing.
I agree. No, I think it's really good that we're all like, ugh, those videos weren't that good.
But they were stepping stones.
That's
They
true.
were everything is.
And it's just like everybody back at home that like looks back at a picture of them in middle school. Like they probably laugh and they're like, oh, middle school is so fun. But they never go, I wish I was like I was in middle school again.
I wish I looked like that.
I wish I was so cool.
Dude,
there was.
That's something we got to do is go through the like our old middle school pictures. We'll do that at a different time. But
Holy
like,
crap.
I mean, I'm sure there's some pretty
We
funny
should
ones.
just start at YouTube, dude. I saw me in like 2000. Whenever I did the slip and slide, I was like, damn, I look kind of good there. And I look at myself now, I'm like, frick.
Oh, man.
It's like a roller
That was
coaster.
post-transition glasses, but pre-beer gut.
Yes, exactly. I hadn't really
Just a
started
nice
drinking
little
yet.
pocket for Ryan.
I had a good couple years, dude.
All right.
Let's get into this.
Yeah,
Let's
all
do
right,
it.
Ken, fire one up.
So Ken's running the computer, running through the videos, and
We
we
gotta-
just react. All right, you guys ready? I'm ready, yeah. So obviously the limo jump is the first one. Oh my gosh. Talk about a full send. I've never seen more of a full send in my life.
Bro, we've done so much stuff with the limo.
The lead up to this one was one of my favorite, like, us traveling and making a video, because usually when we show up to a place, they're always like, okay, we got to do something like reckless and crazy for the C-Boys coming into town.
Yeah.
And usually that's just not how it is. Like, we're just
They're
like,
trying
no.
to like line something up for us to do crazy more so.
Right, right. Yeah, exactly. But we're like, no, let's just like, we'll just show up and have fun and make a video, and it is what it is, right? But this time we show up and the Godfreys put together this whole day for us, and they were like, yo, we got a guy from Pit Viper coming out, and he's going to jump a limo through a RV.
Big shout out to Jim York. He's the limo driver here. And this is like one of those instances when you were sitting there, it was like a 2 to 3 hour buildup, and you were just like, you didn't know if it was going to work. Nobody knew if it was going to work. And you're just like, this is ridiculous. He had to have been going 70 miles per hour
I think it was something
on
like
that
that.
lineup.
Dude, I don't even think he knew if it was going to work.
No, he didn't. And all I was worried about was him going into the frame. He jumped it perfectly, because if he would have hit the frame, it wouldn't
But
have
in
flexed.
bad
It would have just
news.
been like whoosh, right through. You would have pushed the whole thing. It would have been bad. And I remember they wanted us to initially ride in the back,
Oh
but
my
then they
gosh,
vetoed the
dude.
whole thing. They were like, nope, nobody's riding in the back, which thank God, because none of us were going to do that.
Could you
I was-
imagine?
We didn't
I was
want
thinking
to.
about
Yeah,
it.
I mean,
But as soon as they were like, no, and then as soon as I saw the
Like,
video
okay.
of how hard the back came down,
It would have been
but
so bad.
he actually drove that limo there like that. If you can kind of see in the video,
Yeah.
it's got like literal like metal grates. It looks
Yeah.
like they just welded chain link fence to the.
Watch when he lands here. Play it, Ken. Watch his neck. Boom!
Oh my God.
And that's in the
He
front.
had like a double coon. It's so gnarly, so bad.
Could you
Oh
imagine-
my gosh! I'm just thinking about, and he was just fine.
I think this was one of those things where, to date, one of the craziest things that I have witnessed that we've filmed.
It's just another one of those things where it's like there's this talk of something really crazy happening, and you're kind of like, I don't know if it's gonna happen, but I kind of have a feeling it's gonna happen because we're saying it's gonna happen, and then it happens, and you're just like, I can't believe that just happened.
And then when it goes well, when
Yeah.
it works as planned, you're like, holy shit. Love it when a plan comes together.
Also,
that one was
It's
amazing.
like, shout out Jim York for sure for doing that because it's wild. And it's like, dude, I don't know if that's the wildest thing he's ever done.
No, it's not
You
at
know,
all.
we're
No,
not-
that guy's
Jim's
got a
old.
limo resume.
Yeah, like we're not going to get into his whole highlight reel, but like he has done some gnarly stuff in limos and every other vehicle you can think of.
He's stepped up now from like jumping limos to like racing speedboats and stuff.
Oh, yeah, I
Jim
saw
just
that
lives
with
a
Travis
sick life
Pastrana.
going fast.
Yeah, he does.
All right, what's the next one, Ken? So we got riding pit bikes at college. I remember this. We had just gotten the pit bikes, and we didn't know how to wheelie without dragging our feet. How funny is that?
I know. That's what I thought was funny about this video is the fact that
We had
we
to
are
drag our feet
riding
the whole way.
We are riding the pit bikes around the college campus that we used to all go to school at,
Looking like goons.
looking like absolute goons, right?
I know.
So it's not necessarily the video that I was going to talk about. Like, we really don't do anything in the video. I want to talk about the aftermath of posting this video.
So let this part play through because it kind of explains.
God, we suck too. It's so weird though. If you've never rode a pit bike before, it's kind of awkward to
Oh,
wheelie.
here's a cop right here, Ben. Drive nice.
Drive nice.
Keep it cool, keep it cool, keep it cool.
Don't they talk to us? I can't remember.
Ride right by.
Maybe this whole time they didn't care about the shifter car. We thought that
That's right.
I think we're good.
God, we've brought a lot of motorized vehicles through there. I just two, but
Damn it. You guys are legit CboysTV.
well, what is he saying?
Yeah.
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 No, we're just like the
that?
fake ones.
Oh. Okay.
That cop was so nice.
Being a little reckless.
All right. That's all we're asking. Sorry about
Thank
that.
you. What did he say?
He just said that.
Just
you
try
gotta
and
stop
be
being so
safe.
reckless. I have the wrong perception on college.
Seriously?
Yeah,
you
fuck.
should have stayed in it.
I had a terrible time at college, but that was a pretty fun time.
College was such a pain.
All right, so we post this video, and then I think like 2 weeks later, Jake, our old partner Jake,
Comes out with like his first YouTube video.
first video where he put a toilet on the back of a truck, and he went to film. I don't know if it was a prank on the people. I still don't understand
really
like the
quite
context
get
of
it
it.
either,
Yeah.
yeah.
But anyway, he's sitting there, and the cops pull him over, and they were like, "Hey, I thought you were banned from this campus." And he goes, "What?" And he goes, "Yeah, the Cboys, they just got blacklisted from NDSU. You can't be here." And he's like, "Oh, I'm actually not a part of Cboys anymore."
And
But
they're
I
probably
don't,
like, what?
I don't think they even know that. So Jake calls us and is like, "Do you guys know that you're blacklisted from NDSU
banned from
campus?"
campus, yeah.
And we're like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, I was just sitting in like the back of a cop car for like 50 minutes, and they thought that I was still a part of like the group, and that's why they pulled me over."
I thought that they thought that Jake was still a part of the Cboys and then blacklisted the Cboys after.
No. It was
Blacklisted
because of
before?
because of this. Apparently,
Yeah.
they
What
were
the
like,
heck?
they can't come back.
Right. And they told him that if we go on campus, you get a trespassing whatever ticket or whatever.
So if I wanted to get my college degree, I couldn't.
Yeah, so I was
Not
wondering
there.
about that.
Not
Like,
there.
how do I?
Nope, anywhere.
Like, I have at least like 7 credits of college. So how do I get those back?
Well,
Do you lose
shoulda-
those too?
Should
I
have
hope
thought
not.
of that before you started being such a hooligan.
Well, it's funny because my sister goes to college there, and I've been back probably 5 times for different like things of hers, and I'm just like, I'm an outlaw. I'm like walking around.
Imagine they arrest Ryan at a
they
nice
just see me
family
like,
thing.
it's him.
You're walking down the street and there's a picture of your face on like a wanted poster.
Ryan, no, imagine though, the cops like surround Ryan in like at some kind of like ceremony thing and pull him out of the crowd right in front of his mom, his dad, and his sister. Imagine how embarrassed your parents would be. They cuff Ryan in front of everyone, walk him on out. They probably think you were like had a warrant for your arrest or something.
Everyone out there's like, man, he must have been a drug dealer or something bad. It's
Yeah,
like,
what
nope,
did he do?
he didn't even ride the little dirt bike. He was just friends with the kids that did.
Just friends. If anything, it's probably just Ben and I, quite frankly,
Yeah.
that are banned. Yeah.
I like to imagine that it's some funny scenario like that, but I mean, I've been on campus a handful of times too now at NDSU, and I don't even think twice about it. Like, there's no way.
Right.
If they came up and
What
said
does that even
something,
mean?
I'd be like,
I mean, that's not me.
no, that's not me.
Yeah, maybe it's just us.
Every kid they see wearing a C-Boy shirt, they're like, get him. Arrest him.
Tackle him in the union.
All right, what do we got for the next one here, Ken? Okay, so we got the jet ski jump video. Oh my gosh.
Bro, remember the jet ski wouldn't run? Like, that's why he kept going in circles, and he's like, I'm going.
No, I remember he said he was going to take two. He said, I'm going to do 2 practice laps and do it. And everyone was getting ready still. So I just went and grabbed the camera and got ready. Because I knew if he was going, he's going to go.
Locked and loaded.
We had sandbags. Sandbags and a couple pieces of plywood for the jump.
Literally the worst jump ever.
Let's just say we did not reinforce the takeoff ramp.
God, this was so
This
fucking
music,
funny.
dude.
Oh my gosh. God dang it. Mike, you edited this.
Yeah, he did. And you know what the worst part was? Is that was on the news.
I know.
This song is
You know how many people know us for this video
I
and they
know.
hear this fucking song? Sorry, Mike.
God,
but
he ate shit.
Hey, if you guys were that upset about it, you would have said
We
"No,
didn't have a
I'm
choice
sorry."
because it was so late and had to go.
oh,
My
dude.
gosh, he just gets decked.
Dude, we did not think the safety gear through it all. Jake's wearing like a jacket and
Hold on,
gloves,
go
boots.
back. Yeah, go back. This is just prime
Right.
Jake Sherbrooke when he was in his C-Boys TV days.
Right
There we go.
He's drowning. He's drowning, but he's like he's flailing, but he's still trying to throw up the banging.
I'd like to thank you, boys.
See,
Boys.
Are you okay? Yeah, come here. You need help? I just need a hand, yeah. Give me your hand.
God, this was so funny, dude.
Yeah, he's good. I think it's so cold.
He like helicoptered off that thing. Did you see it? It was like a cartwheel off.
It's so heavy. Jake, that was the first time something didn't go perfect.
I gotta get this off. It's so heavy.
Why did we not think about Jake like not being able to swim okay with all that? We thought he was gonna land on it.
Boots are waterproof.
You know what's funny is we didn't even consider what would happen if he didn't land.
I was more just worried about him getting over the road.
If
Tell
you
him to wait, and he's like, I think he's got this look in his eye like he's gonna hit
how
it.
young Mike looks.
God damn, yeah. Well, everybody looks so young. I just want to go back and watch Jake's cartwheel off of this. This is amazing.
God damn it, this song. Sorry, Mike.
Dude, I love it. This song. Sorry, Mike. Sorry, Mike.
Watch him. Oh my gosh, this is so funny.
Jet ski takes a hard right.
Banging. Right in the corner.
He literally is drowning.
Look at him. He's so happy.
And then the locals come up. They loved it.
I'd like to thank you, boys. That is amazing.
Yeah, come here. You need help?
Gosh, Jake was like drowning because he had snowmobile gear on, but no life jacket. For some reason, we think of all the protective gear for the wrong season.
Yeah, I don't know, man. We didn't even consider what would happen if he didn't land it. Like, that's how confident we were in him landing it. All right, we made the news for this apology video. Okay, so this is Jake's apology for the jet ski jump, the legendary jet ski jump.
The jump heard around the world, or at least the Midwest.
The jet ski jump heard around the world.
Some local YouTubers are facing backlash from the DNR after the group CboysTV posted a video of a jet ski jumping over a gravel road.
Charges are pending now against the group who jumped a road on a jet ski and recorded it to post the video on their YouTube channel.
Crazy, death-defying stunts are happening all over the country
Oh my
and
gosh.
locally for the sake of appeasing an online crowd.
I thought it was just going to be another weekend with the boys, and it just turned into so much more than that.
Caught up with law enforcement to see how stunt cases are handled criminally.
Towards the end of the video, a DNR officer pulls the group of boys over and tells them he plans to bring the issue to the county attorney for a potential careless operation charge.
So how would that be any different than like having
Our
like
boy
a
Jay
reckless
Thomas.
driving ticket
Here's the
on
thing.
your driving record?
Here's the thing. Who the hell cares? They jumped the county road. Nobody got hurt. Big damn deal. Why? I mean, why even give them a ticket? Honestly, nobody was hurt.
I mean,
Nobody was affected by it. It was a great video.
I know, but you could say that. I mean,
Dude,
I was going 200 miles
when
an
I-
hour on interstate. Nobody was hurt.
When I was editing this, I was so proud of like pulling all these different news articles.
Oh my gosh.
All these different news anchors just like shitting on us, and then overlaying it with like
It
all
was
this
so good.
all this footage of Jake acting like he's like actually
Like sorry.
upset
I
and
know.
sorry over
God,
it.
we did such a good job.
I was like,
everybody of just putting this together and like making this.
I wish you guys could have seen
Such goobers.
Like, yeah, the behind the scenes of us just filming that. Like the jet ski is sitting in the garage on the floor sideways, and Jake's dressed like that.
The DNR.
I mean, if you're breaking the law and you're right there and they see you.
WDAY spoke with one of the conservation officers who's handled this case. Jason Swedberg says charges are still pending.
I just love that. The pending charges.
And I'm taking
here we go.
full responsibility for not landing it. You know, I came in with so much confidence that... What?
People aren't mad that you didn't land it. They're mad that you did it.
They're mad that I did it. No, fuck that, dude. That video was awesome. I'm Jet Ski Jake, baby. CJ, get in here, dog.
You imagine
all
all of
reality,
the officers that were pissed about that, and then they watched this, and they
It was
had
just like another. It was like
Just a
the first
cherry
middle
on top.
finger was up, and then the other one came up. It was like the double middle
God
finger.
damn, dude.
The best part was that all they could come up with for the fine was
Charges.
yeah, these charges. They made it sound so dramatic, like we were in so much trouble. And then it was a no life jacket and careless operation of a jet ski or something like that, which is all very minimal. I think the whole thing costed $180 in tickets.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt Jake's infamous jet ski jump story, but I have a word from today's sponsor, CboysTV. We actually have a merch drop coming up on June 23rd. We have a ton of new items, shotgun tools, beer bongs, chug buddies, and brand new floaties, a bunch of stuff that we've never had before, so it should be pretty sweet just in time for the 4th of July. A ton of cool new designs too that Micah came out with. That is dropping not this Thursday, but next Thursday, June 23rd. So keep an eye out for that. And thanks for the support as always. Back to the podcast.
Yeah, I think it was just one of those things where they had to do something.
And we ran with it though. I loved
Yeah.
it, dude. We got so much free cheap publicity for that.
That was the thing is you know how many people we've made 350 videos, and that was like the 200th one, and you know how many people think that was like the very first video we ever made, and damn near the last video we ever made, too. So many like local
Locally,
people
for
that
sure.
don't like watch our videos. They're like, oh yeah, you guys are the jet ski jump guys. I'm like, yeah. I mean, we've done a couple other things, but other than that, I picked up a kid side story, but at the Zorba's the other day, it was literally so annoying. Kept asking me
picked him up?
for a ride in my car. Gets in, the dude goes, so what do you do again? Jump jet skis? I was like, what?
No.
One, I've never even jumped a jet ski, but two, yeah, man, that's all we do.
Oh, dude, you guys remember this cake?
Because it was great publicity and it was extremely cheap. So yeah, we actually got a cake made too. Here, read it off, Jake.
It says, thanks for the publicity. Jet Ski Jake and the boys.
we didn't know who to give it to. We weren't sure if we should give it to the DNR, and then we weren't sure if we should give it to like a local news station.
God, we were
God, that is
so then
such
we
a
just
little
ended up
douche
keeping
canoe
it.
move.
That's
Such a little douche
God,
canoe
this
move.
is fucking cringe.
And you know what? Did we ever tell anybody what we did the next weekend?
The reason that the DNR showed up in the first place is because they saw it on somebody's Snapchat or somebody's Instagram story where we were. So that's how, because obviously like the people around us, the owner of like the 2 ponds, and then all the farms around it, they loved it, as you saw in the video. They gave us permission to do it. So we knew it wasn't them that called it in. So we were like, how did they find like where we were? Then we figured, okay, it was either Snapchat or Instagram. So then the weekend after, we were just like, I wonder if we post on our Instagram or Snapchat that like we're doing something at that spot again, if they'll show up.
Show back up.
And I can't remember what we posted just to see if like our hypothesis was correct. If we would just show like took a picture in the area and then if they would show back up, and they didn't.
Yeah, we sat there for a while and we're like, all right, let's go home, boys.
Yeah.
I think we even brought that cake.
God, I'm so glad that did not happen.
Thank God, dude. But our hypothesis was proven correctly later. With Mike and Subi.
Yeah, Mike Subi.
It's not the only, that's not the only time it happened. We caught that on camera, but like, well, a lot of times we do things, we're just careful when we put the stuff live on the stories on social media.
I wonder if they've realized that, or if they're just like, gosh, we're always just one step behind them.
And it's tough because so many people are like, well, just, delete them off your Snapchat and stuff. And I'm like, well, it's not like they have, Sheriff Johnson as their Snapchat name.
And you got 50,000 people looking at your story or whatever. So it's like.
But yeah, that was pretty epic. That's definitely how we got locally known. Mostly, but not even locally known as CBoys. Literally locally known as the jet ski jump boys.
It's honestly unfortunate that's how we. It is what it is. You can't choose, but locally we are kind of known for this jet ski jump. Like, oh, you guys did the jet ski jump. Like that's how you got your start. I'm like, no, we had around like 400,000 subscribers when that happened. But
all right, run off to the next one. This is an old one, dude. This is 2017.
Sheesh.
Dude, this is, I think, one of the first snowmobile videos we ever posted.
The first winter of making YouTube videos.
This is when we were barely YouTubers. Like, we were still just, like, making videos just to make videos.
Strictly a hobby at this point.
Oh, my gosh. This is the shop.
Okay, it looks a lot different. And so, in the beginning of this, I actually have to cut back. Ben goes, Ryan, you got a new quad.
Hey, Ryan. I hear you got a new 4-wheeler.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, we look so...
Why was I walking like that?
Not gonna lie. Pretty cold.
So we head back to Ken's merch bay. And my freaking 700, dude, I just had gotten that thing. And my favorite part about this is young Ryan so ambitious. I'm about to say all the mods I want to do to it.
Oh, man.
And if you look at that 4-wheeler right now, it looks identical to that, just shittier.
Just beat the hell.
Dude, you're gonna rip on this thing.
Dude, that is sweet.
Yeah, what music is this?
And like pretty much all of them have dual exhaust.
Is that Justin?
Yeah,
That's
dude.
Justin, fully geared up too. You never even see that.
It was
You
so
did add
quiet.
exhaust.
Yeah, I need pipes.
He's looking at us for approval.
Yeah, everybody go, wow, cool, dude.
It's weird seeing the shop like this. This is when Randy had it.
Yeah.
Before we bought it, but
You honestly mute it and just let it play through. Actually, I think we talk about how sick Micah's new mono suit is because we all had just the oldest jackets and stuff, and Micah was new age with his mono suit.
We kind of did. Yeah, the shop is wildly different than it looks now.
Just like a shop.
I think it was a large. You look like I had a full diaper all the time.
Like, look at that, dude.
That's crazy. We've been in the shop for 2 years as of this week.
Really?
Yeah.
Clearly, we've been in the shop for 5 years.
Yeah.
We've had ownership for 2 years, I should say.
It's very weird though, because we always used to say like, we're gonna buy this someday, and then I don't know why I've always been pretty optimistic, but with that I was kind of always just like,
same.
We're not buying this.
And well, for me, I went back and forth. You know, sometimes I'm like, yes, we are. And then other times I'm like, dude. I mean,
it wasn't even like the affording it. I just figured, why would Randy sell it to us? Type of thing.
I think we just said it so many times. We were just like, we're gonna buy this thing one day.
Look at Mike's old Subaru.
Right, Randy? You're gonna sell this to us, right?
He's like, oh,
and then finally got to the point where we were like, you're gonna sell this to us, right, Randy?
You're gonna sell it.
Look at Mike's old Subi.
Before it was lowered.
So I'm assuming this
the
purpose of this video was to watch me crash.
Here goes nothing.
So I'm an aspiring YouTuber here with no snowmobile skills at all. We'd filmed whatever, and I'm like, we got to step this up a notch. We got to do something to make this video good. So I'm going to do it.
That's back when... That's back when you were willing to step up for the stunts.
Right. Well, someone had to, and
this
I was
might
like,
have
I'm
been
doing
the last time that I've seen you like send it.
Yeah, I don't know. I've probably had a couple accidental sends, but anyways.
Yeah. Kind of test it out.
Yeah,
I remember
that's low,
before
dude.
you
Yeah,
That would have been sick.
That would have been sick.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yo. Go back to when you're in the air. Go back to when you're in the air. Hold that frame and then put up the shot of Jake jumping the jet ski next to it. You guys are literally doing
Same
the
trajectory,
exact
dude.
same thing.
Just two guys that don't know how to get airborne.
Yep. Same freaking thing,
Wait,
dude.
okay. Hold it.
Yeah, Superman right there.
All right, I'm sorry. Carry on. I just noticed
part
that.
of it, too, was you guys were like, hit it way faster after I did the first one.
I was going to say like a line that became almost like a one more time, like bad juju line was hit it twice as fast.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't trying to be a dick, but I was like, yeah, hit it twice as fast and it'll be sick. And had you landed it, would have been sick.
Yeah.
But it just did not
Who knows
work.
what would happen?
I remember at the time Ryan felt really bad about saying that.
Yeah,
We
I was
just
like,
Really?
dude, I mean, like, I didn't mean for him to crash and stuff. I just wanted him to go
I
a
literally
little
went
faster.
2 times faster.
you did, and it was the jump size was great.
I feel like back then, too, if someone was filming you, it was still very new to us. So no matter what, you're like, I got to do something cool because I'm going to have it on camera. We're
that
still
courage.
very new to it, yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas nowadays, you're being filmed all the time. You're like, I don't give a fuck if you're filming me right now. I'm not hitting that. Like, you know? Like, but back then, you're like, oh, I don't want to look like a pussy on camera. So then you just go and do this.
And when we went back there, I remember like we had all snowmobiled back there a handful of times, snowmobiled around the area a bunch. We don't normally bring CJ with, or he didn't normally come with, but I remember he'd be like, well, where are the jumps at? And we're like, I don't know, man.
Well, you guys are always talking about
Well,
these big
yeah.
jumps. You're like, yeah, jumps back here.
It's amazing that you didn't get hurt or anything worse
I
happened
did get
from
kind of
this.
jarred, but honestly, if you watch, the
How bad it
snowmobile
could have been.
flips over.
Yeah, it comes back at you.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Boom. Like,
Yeah, that
it,
back.
the tunnel could have slammed me and really injured me. I got so lucky. I was technically like under when it did it.
And honestly, what even happened to your sled?
A-arm.
Just
Bent
saw
A-arm.
bent
back
A-arm
arm
and
like a
the
bumper.
back bumper. That thing is fucking tough, dude.
Yeah, you endoed it.
I feel like a lot of sleds would be totaled off of this. It's not even like a race sled.
Yeah, it was a little chicken nugget, so it just tumbled.
Yeah.
It's a little
It fully,
Holy smokes, dude!
Holy smokes!
Are you okay?
Is
turn it up a
Ryan
little
filming?
bit. Turn it up a little bit.
Yeah,
I
Ryan
think so.
was
There's an iPhone
filming
clip.
on the iPhone.
It's like going fast enough.
No. He didn't even hit the brakes and it did that. Dude, I fucking flew. I think you
Yeah.
broke your
He
tail
didn't
light.
even hit the brakes and it did that.
You want to hear what's amazing? Is you only broke your tail light and back bumper. You know, I was in the air and I was thinking, fuck, I'm going to fuck my sled up. That's all I was thinking.
Buddy's always had a potty mouth.
Fuck, I'm gonna fuck myself. Great words, man. I was probably thinking that. God damn. Yeah, that honestly that jarred me, dude. I had like a conch for like a couple weeks after that. I remember my dad coming and picking us up.
Yep.
Or whatever. We're riding in the car with him, and he's like, you know, you guys don't need to take this so far. Like, you're not making any money doing these videos. I think like your parents were mad. It was just like, I don't know what you think you're doing, but like you can't be doing this kind of stuff. You're not getting paid for this. Like, it'd be different if you had a career. Fast forward like 5 years or something. But yeah, no, that was bad.
Funny.
I wouldn't suggest that. Or unless you're good enough. I didn't know what I was doing. Also, that suspension was super. It just preloaded me.
That's where CJ's snowmobiling career started, and that's the day CJ's snowmobiling career ended.
His professional career,
yeah.
Just made me feel like a pussy. He was like, you got to hit it twice as fast. And then I just fucking gunned it. Oh my God. I was up there, and I was thinking, this is not good.
This is not
Glad
good.
you're okay, CJ.
Yeah, frick.
Oh man.
All right, let's go to the next one. This was one of my personal favorites, actually. This is maybe possibly my all-time favorite.
Yeah, when I think back to good prank videos that we filmed, I immediately think of this one.
This one, we totally roped Mike into doing this.
This is when we took the hovercraft and I stripped to the Speedo, and just like ever since we did that, I've wanted to do another, not another Speedo prank per se.
Gonna do it again, Mike?
You guys got fucking excited. Just something to that caliber, along the same genre, along the same lines. It was just so funny, and I didn't have to do anything because I'm not super good at off the cuff talking to people. It was hilarious, dude.
All right, so we do this a lot where we'll come up with a video idea or something that we want done, and we won't tell the boys what the plan is until we start filming like at that location because we want to get the best genuine reaction.
Right.
A lot of times it has to do with a prank of some sort or involving somebody who is usually going to not want to do it, most times with Ken. So we don't tell him until we get there. So this is like the perfect example of not telling him, knowing that he will not agree to do it unless we are there filming in the moment.
Yeah, so we show up at Walmart.
Speedos are kind of the same thing, right?
But it's funny because if you're in underwear, it just feels like public indecency, and if you're in a Speedo, it's just normal.
That's a bikini!
That's too much.
Ken, how much to wear this, ride in the hovercraft over to the DL sandbar, in the spacesuit, strip down, lay out?
Not enough.
On the spot.
How much?
Just no.
How about $1,000?
I'm not going to come up with enough.
We have $1,000 on it.
You don't have to say anything.
$1,000?
You're not going to have to say anything. Just let the bikini do the talking. You got to lay out. That's it. And then when you got a nice tan, put your suit back on, hop in the hovercraft, leave.
No, I already told you.
$1,000, bro.
No.
Thumb through it a little
No.
bit. Come on.
CJ, no. I'm not doing that.
This is like a year's worth of charging on your Tesla.
No, I'm still not doing it.
That's
Mike,
way
how
more.
about you wear the bikini?
I said if I do it, I'm not wearing that one. I'll wear this one.
Hold up, the money's still not on the table, just to be clear.
Mike's not getting paid, yeah.
It's like I actually don't have any
Small,
one-liners,
dude, this
but I
is
don't have
strip.
to say
You don't
anything.
have to say anything. Leave the helmet
Can I
on.
do a medium, maybe?
I'm waiting for
CJ to go,
Yo.
you're small, listen.
You're small.
Listen, Mike. You can't get it.
We know them too well.
It can't be
Listen.
a baggy bikini Speedo.
You're probably a medium.
Yeah.
There's no way Mike's packing enough heat for a medium. We'll buy some socks and stuff
so
in there.
Trying
eventually,
to stuff the socks in there.
So eventually, I think we probably spent 15 to 20 minutes standing arguing in Walmart. So
In the underwear aisle.
Yeah, that was like a 2-minute bit,
Yeah.
but we spent so much time trying to get Ken to do it. Most of the things that we try to get him to do it takes way longer than we show on camera. And that one, I think we probably spent 20 minutes arguing in the underwear
Trying to get
aisle,
him money.
and that's why Mike was finally just like, fine, I'll just
do
do
it.
it. He was just so sick of us standing there.
And it ended up being legendary.
Well, I knew it would be legendary.
Something to add to this video. My girlfriend's parents, they don't really understand like what I do. They're super supportive. They're the best, but
They understand the thesis of CboysTV.
right. But they don't really get like the content or like what
The
we're
day-to-day operation.
Right, exactly. For some reason, my girlfriend's mom watches this video of all videos.
Oh, no.
And she thought it was the funniest thing that how we just like communicate as a group and how we like pick on each other. And that was like the one thing she said. She was like, I just can't believe you guys are so quick. You're just like, you always have something to say. When somebody says this, you always have a response immediately. And it's like I'm just sitting there watching you guys just communicate and
I know,
argue
this
and
is one of my
mess
favorite
with each
videos,
other.
honestly,
And I was
because
like,
it's so funny.
I was like, that was a really funny video for you to watch. I mean, the content within it, but like really to get the thesis of how we operate as a group is this video does such a good job at that.
I mean, when you go back, that's what people always said. They were like, your group, you guys are so funny. Like back when we were not really doing much of anything.
And then
It
you
was
watch
always-
back the videos that they used to say, and you're like, holy shit, I can't believe people used to watch these.
You should see how funny we are now.
Should I probably do blue then?
Watch Mike just get like indecent exposure on the beach.
Oh my gosh, you guys.
We had to blur out
I
Mike's
blurred it out
package because it's
because
like a little stub,
It
dude.
was such definition.
It was.
For the
It was
record,
such definition.
it was a little stub. I mean, it was really a stub once we got into the prank. But like, you go, ain't no way Mike's packing enough heat for a medium. And I'm like, bro, the whole reason it was so awkward was because they were too small for me. It was like
Imagine
so
what a small
uncomfortable,
one.
bro.
No
That'd
room
been
to breathe.
fudged
Yeah,
up.
and those were mediums, and they were still like.
Dude, we might have to blur this shit out.
Also, shout out on the mullet, bro. You look great.
Thanks, man. I missed that.
Dude, this was so funny.
Get him a
Is this acceptable? Wait, can this be shown on YouTube?
I don't know.
You got a blue chew on? You have a boner, the cops are coming. Like, so bad. I just wanted to chub up a little bit.
Mike's
you don't
on
want
the
to wear this, you don't have to, I guess.
All right,
After seeing it, I wouldn't expect you to.
let's get to this part here. The riding.
Get the part where he suits up.
Maybe you're packing more than we were giving you credit for, Mike. I don't know.
This is, it's one of those things that you just don't want to do, but come video live on whenever this goes live, it's totally worth it.
This is one of my favorite things.
Please don't act like you don't know the vibe. 10,000 hours I really put in the time. Where the fuck my people, baby? Fuck the 9 to 5.
I love the hovercraft. Me too.
On the dotted line.
Pulls up.
Blast these people, dude.
This guy was pissed.
So mad.
You
dude.
blew their sand toys and stuff all over.
I blew their sandcastle over.
Turn up a little bit. People are like, wow, this guy looks cool. Let's go over and talk to him.
And then boom!
As soon as you drop,
that had to be so hard.
Turn around. A hard turnaround right there. What am I doing? What's he doing? This guy was confused.
He was
like,
trapped, dude. He came from the other side. Now he's stuck with you.
bro.
I love this lady.
This was
And then
so
wait.
funny. The amount of people just looking. Everyone was looking at you.
Okay,
Then they
so
took their phones out.
There's a shot up here. Okay, keep playing through. Where I had to blur it because.
This guy.
All right,
you should have blurred all.
Okay, right here. This one right here. It was zoomed in and it was so graphic. I felt
like looked like you had a boner, dude.
Well, I was like, dude,
did.
This cannot be on the internet. This cannot be on the. Well, it couldn't be, but might have to be a different.
I love how you have the helmet on still.
I didn't want to see anybody, and I didn't want them to see me.
Your face covered,
Your
dude.
face, yeah.
No, bro, but the freaking hovercraft sprayed me with a bunch of water, and it was
You
cold.
stand up, this guy gets out of there. You
This
get
Asian
scared
guy,
of.
This Asian guy kept taking pictures of you, man. Imagine the photos he's got.
He was on vacay, man. He was.
Gosh, dude, look at these women. Everyone was loving it.
Jeez, dude. It looks like I pissed my pants.
Dude, you know what's funny? Somebody listening probably didn't know that we were filming at that point still. And
Yeah, and he's like-
they had to have been like, who did he just say that to?
Everything off the
So
beach,
he
dude.
blows everything off the beach.
And I'm just like, see ya.
Oh, everyone just
Good
pauses
spirits.
what they're doing, and you go off so slow.
But yeah, and also the hovercraft is screaming loud. It sounds like an airplane trying to take off. So everybody on the beach is looking at you just like, what is going on? Hey guys, quick break in the podcast from a word from today's sponsor, Manscaped. And boy, do they have some news for us. There's a certain confidence that comes with being properly groomed, an aura or like a vibe. I call this BGE, Big Groomed Energy. And there's only one way to get that BGE, Manscaped. I'd like to introduce to you the best and biggest ultimate hygiene bundle yet, the Platinum Package 4.0. Manscaped is a leader in below-the-waist grooming. Now trust them with the rest. Join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code WIDEOPEN. Summer is here, fellas. There's no more time to mess around with your manscaping. Manscaped's brand new Platinum Package 4.0 is the biggest bundle they've ever offered, giving you bulk discount on all their top products. It's a one-stop shop for the man who deserves it all. Alrighty, boys, buckle up. This is everything that's included in the Platinum Package 4.0. We've got the Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer, the Weed Whacker ear and nose hair trimmer, the Ultra Premium body wash, the Ultra Premium 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner, deodorant for your pits, deodorant for your balls, the Crop Reviver toner and ball spray, anti-chafing boxers, and even the Shed travel bag to hold all your goods while traveling. I don't even need to tell you about the Weed Whackers and the Lawnmower 4.0's LED lights, skin-safe technology, or the fact that they're waterproof, so rain or shine, you can get your manscaping done. In addition to shaving, you can now completely upgrade your shower routine with the Ultra Premium Body Wash and the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. You'll have your skin and hair feeling hydrated and smelling fresh. Don't forget to apply their aluminum-free Ultra Premium deodorant for that cologne-quality scent on the go. But it's not just your pits that stink, boys. Your balls can stink too. Thankfully, the Crop Preserver Ball Deodorant and Crop Reviver Ball Toner can solve this problem. Manscaped hooked it up and even threw in 2 free gifts to their Platinum Package 4.0. The Manscaped Boxers and the Shed Travel Bag. Bring your comfort and boxers to another level. The Platinum Package 4.0 covers all the bases from trimming to showering to leaving the gym smelling nice. This is the best bang for your buck. Alrighty, guys, get 20% off and free shipping with the code WIDEOPEN at manscaped.com. 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com when you use the code WIDEOPEN. Unlock your big groomed energy with Manscaped, and remember, when you trim the hedges, the tree stands taller.
I drove it back to the dock of wherever we dumped it. Actually, at GoGo Rental, we dumped it in there, and this dude and his, I don't know, they were kind of scary, but they were super nice. And he like gives me a pounder Budweiser after I explained what I just did. Well, you need a beer? And I was like, yeah, sure. So then I'm sitting on the edge of the trailer drinking a Budweiser. And I personally don't like Budweiser. And you guys are like, where'd you get the beer? I'm like, I don't know. My friends over there. I made friends because I got scared. I don't know. But honestly, well, I don't wish I had a boner. But like,
no, dude,
I didn't have one. But I'm saying like it was cold and the shaft got stuck into the Speedo, and it was this long, and it was so unfortunate. Like, of all things that I regret, it's that.
It was a bad dick day.
You just tucked it.
Do you think that kind of hurt your like chick game?
My street cred?
Well, you had the helmet on, luckily.
No, like after people watch
If
this
any-
video. Like, did you ever
honestly-
get any comments from like girls or anything?
Negative? No, but
They're not like,
positive,
oh, it's
positive,
bigger.
no. But
It's bigger than
do
I
I think
heard.
it hurt it? No. Honestly, if anything, it helped it.
Did it?
But not like from experiences. I'm just saying I think it helped it. Because it shows that I'm bold and I'm confident.
He's got a small dick and he's proud.
Yeah.
He reps that.
Yeah, I'd love to do something else like that on that.
That was
day.
On a better dick day?
Literally, this whole video was legendary. We won't watch the whole thing, but like,
Yeah, I was gonna
there was
say
just so
that-
many pranks and just bullshit that was so funny.
That's when we were on our pranking BS. Like, that's what we did for like a month.
Yeah.
Was just mess with people.
I want to get
Also,
into this.
Fun. We
One
don't-
more comment on that one. So we bring the Shambo, the fake Lamborghini, to a car dealership to trade it in. Well, originally our thought process was let's bring it to CarMax and film bringing our Lamborghini to CarMax, and that was going to be the prank. Basically, is pranking CarMax. So we drive 4 hours to the cities where the only places that there was CarMax. Film all day long. Film 2 different pranks at one CarMax, then we go to the next one, and I'm wearing a suit, and then we go into this CarMax, and I sat there for like 30 minutes, and finally they were like, we know what you're up to. You need to get out of here before we call the cops.
The other CarMax called us.
Yeah, because
exactly.
I bombed the first one. Gosh, dang it. It's
So-
hard doing pranks,
So
dude.
we literally just scrapped an entire day's worth of filming
just-
this prank. So this was technically the second time that we did it for
Yeah, we just jotted it up to practice.
So this was
when
such
Jonah
a
and
success
Cheddar were
here.
born.
Jonah and Cheddar were born right here. And this was such a success because you guys had the practice. But that day was not fun, failing, and not your guys' fault. But like that, looking back on it, it was one, it just goes to show how hard filming pranks is. And 2, it's just like refreshing to see it finally work. I don't know. It was like, it was, that's a video that you can be really proud of.
Yeah, this whole video is probably one of my favorites we've ever made. But we don't need to go into the prank, except for this guy hits this car. Boom.
I love that part.
What kind of place are they running over there? Next.
I hate filming pranks. I get so anxious during them, dude. I know you
can
guys
tell.
love them, and I'm happy that you guys are so good at it because it is just not my wheelhouse, dude.
I mean, I don't know if we even like filming pranks. I like it when they're funny
they're
and
good
it works out and you get a good reaction.
Yeah, the aftermath is what's fun.
But when you're in the moment of filming it, dude, that's never easy and it's never fun, honestly. But
For
it's
me,
worth it
I
because it's so
definitely-
funny.
But like, I just love the idea of, Danny Duncan's mic'd up all the time. Then that's when you and CJ, like you have, after you did Cheddar and Jonah, you started just having these casual troll conversations that I so badly wished you could be mic'd up for it. And I could just be sitting there with the camera in the behind the scenes with headphones on. And I'm like, this is gold.
I would love that if we did that more, honestly. It's so fun. I always think that's some of the funniest stuff.
Whereas, like, when you make a big deal out of it, and
Yeah.
you're like, we're gonna go, all right,
And
this guy
troll
looks
this guy.
good. Versus if you just were mic'd up all
If I
the
was
time.
already mic'd up,
That
I
takes.
know.
It's fun though. It's super fun.
The issue with that is when we're in the mood of filming Jonah and Cheddar trolls, I'm like, what is it, a method actor? when you submerge yourself in the character so much that it just makes acting easier. So then I'm just on my cheddar bullshit.
We all have to be with cheddar for like a whole week.
Well, then it's just like easier than if we plan on filming. Then I'm just like constantly like thinking of like trolls and shit like that. Probably sucks for you guys to be around. But
dude, we had to bring cheddar with on Justin's bachelor party, dude.
Yeah, but some hilarious stuff came of it.
Yeah, it did.
The next video here, it looks like it was Ken's birthday. The whole incident. Ken's birthday dinner.
Snowmobile ride out.
What do you want? Just in case I do another.
No drinks. I don't want any more
Ken
shots.
did not want any more shots. More shots came. Older women kissing him? What? Stacy, obviously. Just got hammered. Then we're in the limo. Full house.
We love Ken. We love Ken. We love.
He's having the time of his life.
All right, Big Ken.
Oh, God
It's an
damn it.
honor of you. Lights up, right?
Fucking A.
Tint tries pushing his head in first.
Bro, I didn't know where this one was going.
I think
forgot
Ken saved himself. Tint was trying to put him into the cake.
That's neck strength.
Ken.
This is when Ben does it.
Dude, I can't even watch this. Oh, I legit can't even watch that.
That was too much.
No, I'm not okay.
At this point, we all thought Ken broke his nose.
Yeah.
That was too much, man.
CJ, watch this.
Cake was rock hard.
Oh, I feel like a dick now.
Oh my gosh, that's a tough one.
The only way I can look at that in video and enjoy it as part of the arsenal of our videos is a PSA. I mean, candles are one thing that's like a given, and now it's like a reminder. But also a PSA, candles are not to cake someone with an ice cream cake.
Yeah.
So nasty.
Dude, I love how Ken throws a punch at you after this.
Just got a little bit of wax in there.
Butch is such a good friend, helping him out.
No.
He
Dude,
freaking
honestly-
socked Ben.
I can't. Yeah, I think he did make contact.
I
but
just cut most of it because it got a little ugly.
It got very ugly. It really, yeah, everything about that sucked. God damn it, I still feel bad about that. Sorry, Ken. Again, dude, there's really
make eye contact when you say that.
I'm sorry, Ken. There's nothing worse than injuring somebody else. It's the absolute worst feeling in the world.
It's amazing how fast the night can change. Like in just the mood, like everyone was so happy. We're all having a blast. And then it's just like, boom, something happens. And you're just like, fuck. And like, obviously didn't mean to, but.
I had the double side of it because I felt bad about Ken being hurt. And then I also was hearing it in the other ear from Alex because she went and bought the ice cream cake and had it all done up. And then it got smashed and no one can eat it now. And I was like, I mean, you could still eat the cake.
I think the whole cake still got ate.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell her. But
still got ate.
She
Very
wouldn't eat
happy
it
to
then.
hear that.
You know, some of the other people were grossed out about the hair in it from Ken's beard. I don't know. But
I would have. I definitely.
Well, I ended up paying Alex for the cake and buying a completely new cake.
True. You actually bought a couple that day.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, there was everything about that. I was just all around in the doghouse. Alex was mad at me. Greta was mad at me. Ken was obviously not happy with me. The rest of you guys obviously were not happy with me either, but felt, I think, for both of us because he knew it was just a genuine fuck up. But yeah, that was a very unfortunate night.
Yeah, well, just a lesson learned. So the next one is Ryan's new Jeep debut. So this was realistically, we had never really had any like new nice cars yet. The only like new vehicle on the channel at this point was your Raptor.
That's right.
Which was a big deal also. But now Ryan had went and splurged and got this new Jeep, a sick Jeep by the way, and it's got a lot of power or whatever. So we're like, well, let's see how much horsepower it's got.
Oh no. Hey, keep it going.
So this is when we were ripping in. That guy freaking pulls a gun out.
What the
Turn it up, Ken.
CJ, you're like, what the fuck, dude? I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna keep moving.
You gotta turn it up. You gotta turn up and listen to this.
No. Hey, keep it going. keep going. Don't pull over. Should we pull over or no?
He's got a gun.
Holy shit, he's got a gun.
Look at Ryan.
Bro, look at Ken in the back. Look at Ken in the back. He could fucking care less.
Look at my face. I'm like,
Yeah,
dude,
yeah,
what?
this
You ain't
Joker?
shooting that shit. Ryan's full hands in the air.
I was gonna keep. My plan was always keep it moving, but I was gonna be like, "Yo, homie, sorry."
I'm so skeptical. I'm like, this guy ain't shooting.
You don't need to pull over, Ryan. Leave.
I'm sorry. All right.
I did get pretty slow, but at least we got a good shot of him then.
He was just like, what the fuck are you doing? He was all drunk and he had a pistol in his hand.
American head bandana wearing man
With
gun
his shirt
toting.
open.
We were like, we're gonna.
Have a good day, sir. I'm sorry.
Oh God, dude, I'm so polite.
Dude, getting gun.
And then this lady's back there.
Holy.
He's waving a pistol?
Jeez. Dude, now that lady's behind him.
Dude.
All right. Dude, I can't get over how calm Ken was through that entire thing.
Ken didn't know what was going on.
Ken was straight up looking out the window like it was just like, oh, another pissed off neighbor.
I was pretty damn calm there too, dude.
Yeah, you were, but you're
skeptical.
normally pretty cool under pressure. You're just like, what are you gonna do?
He ain't
Shoot
shooting
me?
us.
You know what's funny though? After that happened, I still really don't know who that guy is or have never seen him since, but we're kind of friends with the guy's neighbor who
Or in the neighborhood, yeah.
or in the neighborhood who knows him, and we told him about the story the next time we saw him, and he goes, yeah, I actually saw him like the next day, and he goes, yeah, I might have pulled a gun on the CboysTV.
Yeah,
I don't know if he knew it was us.
No, he knew it was us.
He had his tail between his
He
legs.
knew it was us, and he goes, I was already planning on my story to tell the cops if they came and showed up at my house.
And we didn't want to.
I was gonna tell them like, oh, that wasn't a gun, that was a taser or something like that.
Jesus.
That's funny. And
Still
we were
pulled the
not
trigger.
going to bark up that tree.
We didn't
Immediately,
care.
we were like, well, right, we're not going to like, yeah, obviously we're not. We were street racing.
He was waving the fucking gun around
Street
us.
racing.
That was
What?
pretty cool.
No, Ryan was just straight up driving down.
was
that
doing
road.
poles with all
For
of us
the
at
records, he was
Anyway,
street
yeah,
racing
yeah.
minus a car. But wait,
That-
sorry.
but that's not
Minus the racing.
racing.
I was
man.
streeting.
Whatever, streeting. So this is the video where Ryan almost crashes. into
Yeah.
trees. I
So
don't-
to make matters better, we go back. We escape nearly getting shot. We're all a little flustered.
What are you doing? And Ryan just goes, see ya.
I was like, I'm sorry.
I was like, why are you stopping? Dude?
waving
Why
at
the
you to
fuck are you stopping?
Why
Yeah,
didn't want to just go
right.
right by him? Jesus, I don't
So we
even
all
know.
watch it and we're laughing our ass off at
The
Ryan.
real thing that scared me about that.
Go to jail today.
Holy shit, that could have been so bad.
All right, Ryan, your Jeep has proved itself. It's fast, it handles well, but now we have one more thing to prove, and that's, can it slide?
I actually have been incredibly excited to try this, but also nervous.
I'm honestly a little
As
nervous
I
too.
should
You know
have
you don't
been.
have to do this if you don't want.
Look at this. He's still rattled though. He's still riled up.
I kind of got it.
That line is like
Yeah,
CJ's
kinda
waiver
got it.
before any sign. You don't have to do this if you don't want to.
Worse than I did.
Don't.
will too.
Put down more concrete if we keep getting bigger cars.
Such a hog, dude. That Jeep was a
that was a lot of
heavy
squealing.
vehicle.
Yeah, just give her.
Bro.
My God!
Dude, I cannot tell you how much I completely blacked out and my body took over and I just went, and then I was like, let off the gas, went in a little bit,
Tree.
felt like, I think I'm by the tree, floored again. You can hear it, dude.
Dude, what happened?
I don't know. It was just my worst nightmare coming true.
You know,
I'm
like,
still confused how that, like,
The
did you stop turning?
No, it oversteered. Like it just kept pushing.
It
Because
just
there's actually so much this doesn't happen in like sports cars, but when it's a freaking Jeep, there's so much momentum in all of the drive line. Like when you hit the gas, there's like a delay and then it like moves. And that's what happened. It was all pent up. And I literally, you see me hit the brakes and I'm like, I'm not stopping.
Yeah. Best case scenario would have been if Ryan cranked it to the left and pinned it, and he would have still probably drifted into the grass. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it was either stop and skid like he did, or just, gas is your friend. But that's terrifying.
Let's watch this one more time. Look at this. straight. Dude,
Watch
I blacked
the
out, I
GoPro
think,
clip.
dude.
My God!
Listen though. Like I made it through and then I hit
Look
the
at how
gas.
panicked Ryan is hopping out of the
So
car.
scared, dude.
Imagine a worst first day with a vehicle. You dang near got shot and then you just put it in the trees.
When have we ever had a GoPro mounted right there
I
besides
know.
for this shot?
It should have been on the other side.
It almost looks like we were just expecting him to do something like that.
If we had, it would have been on the other side.
Look at Ryan.
Dang, dude.
Checks
I
it.
paused for a second. I'm sorry. You didn't get it? I got it, I think. We got it.
I think.
It was in like disbelief as to what the happened.
I just took off.
Oh, shit.
With the way that Ken freaked out, I thought that there was like no car left on that side.
I got it, I think. We got it, dude. It was in like disbelief as to what the
Listen to Ken here.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
There's like a tiny green mark. There's a tiny green mark, dude. That could not have went any better. There's a tiny.
I looked at the tree and
Basically, the odds of you.
what just happened? Bro, Ryan, I thought you were going into the trees. Me too, dude. How did you drive through? I didn't try to drive through the trees. Dude, okay.
Why, Ken? Why did you hit the tree with the dirt bike?
What is up with these trees?
Sat in the car. I rubbed the dash. I go, okay, little buddy. After
God
this,
dang
we're
it.
done.
Basically, the odds of you hitting a tree were way higher than not hitting a tree. That's all I gotta say. Like the odds of you just literally running your Jeep into a tree were so much higher than you threading the needle.
Oh my gosh, dude, that I honestly am pretty good at like filming, I would say most time, but I legitimately blacked out too. It was like time stopped when I saw you going towards the trees because I couldn't believe what was about to happen. And then when you started dodging through them,
I seriously could not do that again. There's no
So
way.
lucky.
Like, you know, in like video games, when you hit like two buttons and then it goes like, and it's slow mo. That's how I felt.
that's like one of those other things where you just watch and you just go, we can't make this shit up. The guy pulls a gun on you and you're like, holy crap, man, this is going to be a good video. And then Ryan just puts it into the trees 10 minutes later. You're
There
like,
was a lot
wow.
that happened in that video.
So funny.
So it is kind of funny. Like when we make a video, you want to make it the best you can, and there's normally a point in the video when something happens and you're like, "Yep, we got it." Like if I was someone watching this, I'm gonna be like happy. And after the gun, we were all like, "Fuck it, we're good, dude. Nothing more needs to happen." And I just go ahead and drag my car through the trees.
Ironically,
Okay.
you just did donuts in the driveway today.
Right. That's what I was going to get
Redemption.
at. So Ryan's got his new ZL1 and it's just amazing. And of course, I had absolute faith in you this time. Like it just does. It's going to do donuts. So you did great. Whipped it. And then we went back out actually to get a thumbnail and a couple more burnout shots. But we wanted to do it on a slightly secluded road. But on the way back was this homie's house that pulled the gun on us. And I don't know if you guys saw, it was just funny. We weren't doing anything at the time, but the car is not quiet. And we passed him. You guys did not see him?
No.
Like I was behind you guys and he's got his dog and like this like
Oh, he
Wait,
was
that
in the
was him?
Razor.
that was him
Or
in the
Ranger.
Kubota thing. Yeah, that was him. He's got his dog. He just looks super scruffy and he's got American flag bandana, and I waved at him.
He was
and
still
waved
wearing
at
the
me.
bandana.
Yep, same bandana.
Bandana.
But it was like very comical to me because I was
Full
like, what
circle.
if you were like doing pulls and burnouts and we happen to pass him again? The guy,
Pulls out another
he
gun
just
and
wouldn't be
rides
able to
in the
hold himself together and be like, "Ah!"
Pistol.
But yeah, so speaking of, I hadn't seen him since that day, but saw him
Him
today
again.
on your new car day.
Yeah. What are the odds? He comes out once a season.
Is this the day that you flipped that dirt bike, CJ?
Yeah. What hop on Justin's
Husky.
Husqvarna.
What
It's
the
like a
heck was that thing, dude?
1989 500cc two-stroke. I'm calling it. I'm not doing it. Turn it up, Ken.
Gets a couple good wheelies in.
Okay, it's right here.
Right here.
Dude.
And if it didn't even fall that hard.
What is going on with this audio?
If it hadn't been Justin's bike, he could have just let it like smash and you probably would have ran it right out.
Justin's
Look at Justin,
already
he's
worried
already,
about
like,
fixing it.
Trying
Oh.
to fix the side. This thing was like a collector. I'm trying to save it.
You kind of did,
I
honestly.
did,
dude.
You did.
If that was nowadays, I would have fucking ghost rode that bitch.
This is definitely one of those ones, like basically just what you're just talking about, where you get the thing that happened, and we were like, dude, kind of got the highlight of the day. You know, we were stoked, not stoked that you fell, but you know, it happened. And then we kept going, and CJ dragged Justin and I into the pond with the couch.
Yeah, so we get this.
Which is just a core memory of mine, to be honest.
Dude, look at this. So we hook up these wheels or whatever on the couch.
Oh yeah, they toasted out pretty fast. Oh, see, the neighbors love us.
Look at that. You called us the C-Boys. You knew.
We were fudging up the road.
Dude, the wheel wasn't even working. It was literally
faster.
The amount of trust Justin has in you driving.
No.
What was she so worried about?
Making sure we're okay.
No, I love this part.
You can see they're like, oh no.
Because I could tell that's what CJ wanted to do.
Justin really went for it.
Yeah, he did. He was like, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting to the pond.
Well, because his dismount it felt a lot better than mine.
Yeah, Mike, you kind of just face planted into the water.
System of a Down, dude.
Mike damn near lawn chaired.
That was just a fun day, and that's definitely one of those videos that's just a true throwback. I'd say that there's like
that is a classic.
There's like a couple months, basically our 2016 videos are like genuine first. We don't know what we're doing videos.
Yeah, it didn't matter. There's no real plan to it.
Yeah.
So this video is just literally a meme. This lady instantly became a joke that we still tell to this day.
No, turn right.
Turn up.
Turn right.
Yeah, so do you want to see what tree you hit?
Y'all know that.
Y'all know it's not a razor trail.
This isn't? No. I'm from Minnesota. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're just trying to get out of here. This thing's totaled anyways.
Yeah, it's not even a razor trail. They're not even supposed to be allowed quads and dirt bikes up these little trails because it's destroying our land.
Lady.
Well, this won't be destroying anything anymore. It's just built, so.
What is that, dude?
Oh,
look at that.
Look at that.
Woo! Ah!
And then Ryan.
Back in business.
Look at her swing that ponytail.
What?
Well, that was weird. I don't know.
So she didn't even actually say this isn't Razorland, but she said this isn't a razor trail. And from that day on, we've said that. We now have our own razor. And we go,
Bro, it's because anytime
this isn't
somebody says
Razorland.
razor, we go, oh, this isn't Razorland.
You're fucking up our land. So, and I wanted to elaborate on that as far as like if stuff like that happens, you're memed.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're locked in, and who knows how long we'll say it? Maybe a year, maybe a couple months, maybe for the duration of our friendship. And I think
wonder
that's
if
one
that
of those
woman
things.
knows that she is a meme.
I do wonder that too.
If anyone knows her, send her this video and just say thank you for your service. We have gotten so many laughs out of you.
Imagine if you were just like someone sent you a thing that you did like 4 years ago and it had like 1 million views. Like, oh my God, how am I just finding this out now?
There's got to be somebody who knows that woman.
You know what's funny though is a Forest Service guy found us later that day on the trail. We were cruising around because it was freaking razor trails, not maybe that exact spot, but other parts.
It was
freaking Razorland.
It was Razorland. So we're all cruising around. He goes, "Hey, were you guys the one with the broken razor? Lady talked to you?" And we're like, "Oh yeah." And he goes, "You get that out of here yet?" And we're like, "Oh yeah." And he goes, "Okay, good. Like people like that will come back and like mess up your unit, sugar in the gas tank, steal stuff, do whatever, because they're so, the moto term for them is granola, but like they hate stuff like that. So if she came back and saw that unattended, they'd steal it, they'd wreck it, push it down a hill, do whatever. And the guy's like, you just need to get that out of here because if it's left, they will mess with it.
Jeez.
And he was like a homie. He's like, we've had problems with her.
We were like thinking we were going to get in trouble by him. And he's like, I don't know, man.
Just looking out.
Some people up here are crazy.
He's like, just be
kind of talking about
crazy.
So this is another one that's kind of like a meme one. I didn't know the vibe of what we were supposed to do here, so I just picked some small clips. But this one was just a good memory for me. I wasn't even here for this, but this is how we got our first ever YouTube collab. And now when we do collabs, it's just more like a mutual thing. Before, when we were smaller, we were looking for them, but we were never like, hey, you want to collab to everyone out there? But this is how we got our first YouTube collab with Jake Angelus. So everybody's up in Ben's loft right now watching Jake Angelus.
I thought I did, but guys, I was gonna make it. Was that intentional?
Nah, this is real holes.
That's real?
Real holes.
What am I doing? I need to go. Okay, oh, he's going.
Zach's there.
3, 2, 1. Again? Oh, no way!
Fucking Eric I've ever seen. Look at that fucking thing. Bouncy McGee. Look at that shit. I was holding this in the whole time. Look at that fucking. It looks like he's just wearing
roasted
like
the
Walmart
shit out of
fake wigs. Like, those fucking. Look, it's like he has black hair. And he's just fronting.
What? I look like a freaking.
That's pretty much it.
Fucking idiot. It's funny because I told Bean that he's got cool hair.
Dude, yeah, I wasn't even there, but it was just, I thought it was so funny that like, when does that happen? Where they're sitting there. I mean, it wasn't you, but like they were sitting there just roasting him.
It's
and
funny
then
because
in like 2 months he hits us up.
He hit us up.
Bro, we had like 2,000 subscribers at the time.
Nothing.
So we didn't think anyone would ever see it.
Yeah.
And I think somebody sent it to him like, hey, these kids are just roasting the shit out of you here. And then he hit us up and was like, yo, that was funny what you said about me. Let's collab. We were like, what the fuck?
Pretty funny that's our first collab and that's how you got it. Normally, if you're trying to collab with somebody, don't roast them on your YouTube video, but it might work.
Might.
It's funny to look back at us all hanging out in Ben's loft above his garage, like all the different hangouts that we used to have throughout the years. Like we started in Ben's room, kind of, and then we went to the loft. And then what was it after the loft? Was the
college house.
The college house.
I guess there's plenty of hangout areas, and then there's also business.
Yeah, business areas. And the loft was
where we were running the biz.
Yeah, we were running the business first out of your bedroom and then kind of your parents' laundry room. And then we got the loft. And it was like, dude, we got the whole loft. Micah lived there for a whole summer.
Yeah, and then the college house, up there, and then to the first shop, and now to here.
We could do like a whole segment on the freaking college house and taking over the college house.
Yeah, someone should make a documentary on us and like our whole story, our journey. It's probably not time yet, but if they did,
I think usually like
we have to let
like we would have to.
That's one of my goals.
No, but if they like interviewed us and pulled the footy and like got the story and we told the story,
that's one of my goals. I don't know if you guys know that. Like I'm talking down the road. I don't know when. Obviously, when the channel's like not putting videos out every week, I want to make a documentary because I was like, well, who else better than one of us, you know? Super easy. Just compile all the footage and interview all of you guys for, 10 hours a day for 5 days each. I'm kidding. But it'd be pretty sweet to have a CBoys documentary. I don't even really care if not a bunch of people watched it.
People would, I think. If it got put together right, it'd be really, really good.
And the cool thing is now about documentaries is that like, with documentaries before used to be a documentary. You make a documentary. It can be 30 minutes. It can be an hour and a half, whatever. But now documentaries are series and you can get across a lot more information.
Yeah, it's true.
It'd be cool to drop like 8-part series.
We got to get 10 million subscribers. Then we're doing it.
For sure.
Well, we won't do it though. I think another person needs to come in that actually makes documentaries, produce
Shane
the whole
Dawson.
thing. Like it's gonna take them a long ass time. I mean, obviously we can help.
I'm kidding,
but I'm just saying, like,
no. I mean, if we're gonna do that, then I'm gonna like not do it and just like go on the boat or something.
You can't control the narrative.
Yeah,
I
agree.
I was gonna say, what do you think the message behind the documentary would be?
For me, for me, making it would be strictly just the story.
Yeah, it's just the story,
the camaraderie.
We have a very special dynamic, and we have a great story.
Yeah,
so that's
for
why
sure.
it would be good.
Well, the thing about it is how many different like levels we have hit, and we grow, and then we hit a certain level, or something happens, or somebody leaves. There's always something changing about the group, whether somebody's leaving, or we're bringing somebody on, or we're moving, or somebody gets this, and it's just like that's what I think is the best part about our channel. Is one, you never know our next move. You never know what the next video is going to be about. You don't know whether we're going to go bow fishing. Somebody's going to get a new supercar. We're going to be mudding or something or pranks.
Yeah.
You know,
having a party or something.
Having a party, yeah. And I think people really like that about watching the videos is you don't know what it's going to be. It's going to be a surprise. Everything's constantly changing and evolving. And I think that would kind of be the coolest part of the documentary is to just show like going up the ladder and each step and like kind of just like the monumental moments that have led us to here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you look back at all these videos that we watched and we're in such different places in like every single video.
Totally.
Whether it's the group dynamic as a whole, who's a part of the channel, or whether it's where we're filming from. When we lived in Fargo, we would have to drive out here and we were screen printing shirts and we weren't filming as much. And then we would just come up with stuff to film on the weekends and nothing was efficient. Nothing was thought out. Or back to like the roots of the things when we were just like dicking off on all of our parents' like driveways in Dave's field without his permission and getting kicked off of it.
But like there's certain times when we're doing really good and then it plateaus and then we reevaluate, figure out what's next. And then usually what's next is always better than what was before. But we also deal with that personally too. I mean, whether that's...
Yeah, that's the thing too. What everyone's going through individually
is still also kind of a roller coaster too. So some people have high moments, some people have low moments, and we capitalize on the high moments for sure.
And carry each other through the low for sure.
Yeah. Couldn't trade it for anything.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is special to watch back those moments though. And everything we did, I'm so thankful that we just did it. And like, yeah, we can think back, man, nothing was efficient, or man, nothing was thought out to like, why did we do that? But dude, we just did it and we were all on the same page of just like, fuck it, let's just film it and figure it out later.
Yeah, I think that's the main problem with a lot of people though, is they think about it way too much, overthinking it. We were talking about it today. We were like, dude, you just got to get out there and just start doing it. I know you probably won't start doing it right, but just start doing something.
You might not do it right for 2 years
or 3 or 4, but just start trying, you know, because a lot of people just get stuck in that phase of just like talking about it or thinking about it or like trying to do all this. And really, you don't think about it for so long. You got to just get out there and start going, man.
Perfection is the enemy of progress.
Yep.
If you're getting discouraged by your views, let's say you're strictly trying to make it on YouTube. If you're getting discouraged by your views and subscribers, that's one thing. That's allowed. But if you're getting discouraged by the content you're making, maybe whether it has to do with the views and subscribers or not, then you're not doing it for the, you know, if you're not encouraged by the content you're making, but you're not getting views.
I don't know how many like creators are watching that would like feel it in the same way, but I mean, it's the same thing with anything.
With anything, yeah. I agree. You just got to get out there and try and just keep trying to get better as you're doing it.
Yep.
Yeah, every step can feel so hard, and like even when we're doing things on a weekly basis, like let's just take this track for example. So many times throughout building this track, we're just like, oh man, what a lot of decisions and obstacles to overcome and stuff like that. When it's done, you're like, man, so glad we did that. That was easy. And it's just that way with life and everything you do.
Wild.
Got a little inspiration
Very
on the boys.
motivational.
Every day, every time I sit down to edit, I'm like, oh my gosh, I have so much right here. And then I just do it because you don't have a choice. And by the end of the day, it's done and it gets put together. And, you know, you got to do it though.
Brick by brick, baby.
Get to it. So is that all we got for today?
Yeah, speaking of getting to it, I'm going to go check out the track that you were just talking about, Ryan. Rich started digging this pond, I guess, that we're making, and it's like 20 feet deep.
It's going to be insane.
Start using your imagination because we're going to do some stuff with that.
Yep. Before we go, thanks for tuning into this one, guys. It was a little different, but comment down below other like favorite video moments. Odds are sometime in the long life of this podcast, we will do it again.
And
so we'll take your input.
More refined than this, so just appreciate you watching the first one for sure.
Yeah.
Peace.